There. Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to take a look at using a spreadsheet. In this example, the spreadsheet we're going to use is Microsoft Excel. And I want to direct your attention to the parts of Excel. So watch my cursor on the screen. So at the very top, I hover over where it says A1, and that's called the name box. And we can create our own name for a single cell or a region of cells. Let me show you what a cell is. I'm going to click right here, and you can see my cursor looks like a fat plus sign, and a single cell is selected. You can tell a single cell is selected. It's called the active cell because of the dark black border. And the name box, which I just showed you, says B2 in it. That's the default name for this individual single cell. And B2 comes from the column name, and you'll see, and I've just moved my cursor here, where it's highlighted yellow, this is column B. So if I click on the entire, the letter B, the entire column B lights up, and you can see all of B is selected. And so this column is called B, and this single active cell is called B2, taking B from the column and then the row number, which is highlighted here, 2. And I can do the same thing by clicking on 2 if I wanted to select all of row 2. I'm going to go back to select just cell B2. The other thing I'd like to direct your attention to is at the top here is the formula bar. And so I'm going to hover my mouse over the formula bar, and you can see the formula bar. It says FX, and next to formula bar you're going to see there's an X, which I can use to cancel the formula, or a check mark to enter the information in. And that's how we enter information into a cell. So if I want to enter data into a cell, I start by clicking on the active cell that I want to enter information, and then I start typing. In this case, I'm going to type in the word name. And when I press enter, it accepts it. Another way I could do that is, suppose I was going to be entering some student names and tests to make a grade book up. I could click in cell, say, B1, and then I can click where it says in the formula bar, and I can type test space 1. And so it's going to type in test 1, and I can press the enter or the check mark, and that data would be entered there. I'm going to go to C1, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to type in test, and this time this will be test number 2. Now, a quicker way is to use the keyboard shortcuts. If I want to go to the next one over, I would not press enter, because watch what happens when I press enter. You're going to see it goes one row below. I'm going across right now on row 1. So if I was here in test 2, if I was happy with how it appeared, test 2, and I wanted it to be accepted, I would press the tab key. This is now going to go into cell D1. And I can enter the information for cell D1. This will be test 3. And then I'm going to do the final one, which would be test number 4. At this time, I'm now ready to go down a line, and I want to enter the dates for each of those. So I'll go through and enter the dates. Okay, what I'm going to do finally is I'm going to do the practice grades, and I'm going to enter the grades, and you'll see I've entered the grades now. You can see the name, tests, and student names there: Garcia, Neve, Jones, McAllister. If I want to go and change any information, it's very easy. Suppose I made a mistake and Garcia actually got an 86, not an 85. I click on cell C4, and I can tell it's cell C4 because the C and the 4 is lit up, but I can also tell it's C4 because the name box says C4. And so I can just click on there. I can go to where it says F of X, and I can just type over top of 85 and type 86. So there you have it, a brief introduction to Excel, how to enter information and what it looks like. And next we're going to do some formulas and formatting of the information that we entered.